Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Abdi Salam, and if you're new to this channel is all about affiliate marketing, Facebook ads, driving basically traffic through a funnel, landing page, um, which is what affiliate marketing is really about, right? So yeah, that's the things that I do. That's the things that I'm really obsessed with. Over the years, I've done several businesses, but there was none that I was so passionate about than the one I am than the one I'm doing right now, which is affiliate marketing. And I love the process, how simple the process is. However, it's not easy. It's very simple, but you can also overcomplicate it as a beginner, or you could really make it quite simple and use that to your advantage to succeed within this business. Because the more simpler you make, without looking at the metrics too much on especially when you're driving traffic, it's good to look at your data points, your metrics, your KPI, key performance indicator. All of that is very important. But if you are not making it a simple process for you to follow, which is three steps of process that we follow, which is getting basically a person from the Facebook ads that is coming on people's newsfeed, making sure those people are clicking through to our landing page, and then going through the funnel process, which is the going to the VSL, the video sales layer, or getting them into the front of the video sales layer, which will make the selling and everything else that needs to be taught to the customer so they can make a purchase, right? So to make it very, very simple, it's a very, very simple process, three-step process that we follow and that you should continue to follow. Is Facebook, getting that person from Facebook to your landing page, because we obviously need to build a bridge page, and then getting that person from your website to your website, then to the offer page, um, which is very important, right? So remember, three-step process, and if you can make it as simple as possible, the better it will be. Now, today we are obviously going to go into the topic that obviously we came here for, which is the title of the video, which is the best strategy that we could follow today, 2021. What are those strategies that we need to follow today that would get us to our success? So now, I obviously put a few things here together. Got here things together for you. So, which is very, very important. I think that a lot of people are missing this foundation. Um, and they just jump into just creating a fan page and then running an ad. So it doesn't work that way, really. Maybe before, but not anymore. Facebook is becoming very, very strict nowadays. They want to make sure their users are not getting scammed. So they want to know if you're a real business owner, someone who really wants to promote a legitimate product, or someone that is looking to scam people. So they want to make sure that no one takes the advantage of the members of Facebook, right? Because Facebook has to be protecting their members. Without their members, Facebook is literally just a name, a company that's just got a name, right? But um, but I just want to, before I get into the strategy part, I just want to outline for those people that don't know. Facebook has large users. It has a user base larger than the population of China, which is fascinating, with 1.49 billion members that are part of Facebook. And every year they get about 22 billion ad clicks per year. So that is fascinating for those people who are running ads. As you can see, the numbers are just enormous. just 1.49 billion people. So now, uh, you just think about it. We're not talking about in the millions, we're talking about billions, larger than the population of China. So if that sinks in with you, then you should know by now that the customers that you're looking for, your dream customers or whatever, are uh, most likely 99% on Facebook. So you really have to kind of think about it in terms of when you get into Facebook, that you're not just in there just to run ads and just to see if it's working or not. Obviously, you've got to test. That's a very good thing to see if your product is getting converted. But other than that, I just think that you've got to really take it very, very serious, especially on Facebook. Facebook ads, um, because your end consumers, or your customers, or your dream customers, like I said, are most likely, definitely on the platform, right? But it's just a matter of haunting into those audience. Now let's get into the strategy part. Yeah. So um, what we want to kind of like talk about today is warming up your profile page. Like obviously, if you have not used your Facebook, for instance, for quite a long time, and suddenly want to create a business manager so you can run ads, uh, you could probably end up getting your Facebook ad account or even your profile restricted, right? So you want to kind of give a Facebook that trust, saying that okay, I might have used it before my Facebook, although I've got it for 5 years. But you gotta do some activities within your profile um, before you jump into making ads, right? So now, first thing first is daily signing in, of course, into your Facebook page, making sure you're checking in, doing the daily things that we normally do as a Facebook user, and then just start slowly by posting one post a day. And the third thing is, go to other places with this group page, people that are just posting stuff in the newsfeed, just liking, commenting, and doing a few other things, right? The fourth thing that we want to do is as well is take this very slow in the beginning, and then increase the activity as the profile kind of ages, right? Which is very, very important. You don't want to be just showing Facebook, hey, I just came back and I'm going to be doing all this kind of like activities, and I'm just going to do it without any consistency, and just do it within a few days, a few short days, and then just run ads. You could be running into trouble doing that. So the fifth thing is do not even think about creating a page, uh, business manager, or anything business related on the profile for at least 14 to 20 days, right? Um, yeah, so like, don't even go there. Just show Facebook, okay, you know, or even for example, this first part of the strategy, which is warming up your profile, also is to do with the profiles that, let's just say for example, your profile, your other profile has been restricted, and now you're trying to run ads from, another profile that you've created, or your missus or your wife's profile. You want to, um, run ads from there, but obviously maybe your wife have not logged into the profile for a very long time. This strategy is definitely going to be working for you. But for those that have already a profile that are really using Facebook day in, day out, I'm pretty sure you'll be doing these activities quite a bit. So that is not really for you. You could create a business manager if you have done the warming up process and you got a profile, then you're good to go, right? Then the kind of the second stage is you create a Facebook page and take the time to fill out everything and treat the page as real business brand. I cannot stress this enough, guys. Yeah, where there's a lot of people that come in, and I can understand you want to run conversion, you want to run your conversion campaign and start making sales, right? Sorry, excuse me. And it's very understandable, but you have to also see this from the perspective of Facebook. They want to kind of like differentiate between those people who are real business owners and those people who are just want to come in and take this as a joke, not take this seriously, want to take this as an advantage from other people, um, take advantage of the hard-earned money. So Facebook is definitely going to be protective of that. They have, the AI, artificial intelligence, the bots. They are really working day in day out for Facebook to catch you guys out if you are planning to do something like that. So highly would not recommend that you go and kind of do silly things like that because at the end of the day, you're only gonna kind of hurt yourself in the long run. So why would you want to do that, right? All right, so that's what I mean with go and take your time to fill out everything. So what I mean with filling out everything is that you go to your fan page. There's a sections where you kind of need to fill out, which talks about your business, details of how to contact you. You can see it basically if you go on the page or your fan page that you created. There's definitely going to be a lot of settings that is going to be on there. Just try to fill as much as you can, um, and you should be good to go from there onwards. Second thing is post at least 3 times a day. Um, Only image posts, never anything else. So what I mean by that is obviously if you're taking a link from let's say Google and you're seeing an article, blog, stuff like that, and you kind of using that link now to kind of post on your fan page to kind of like use that as creating a content for your followers, right? That kind of might trigger the bots or Facebook, the AI, artificial intelligence. They might kind of like see that as someone that's like sending people away from Facebook, and Facebook doesn't really like that. So stay away from that once you obviously posting stuff in your page, right? So only image post, never anything else than that. Third thing is starting on day 3, we start boosting 3 posts per day at $3 per post for 3 days. So now, what do I mean with that is that for those of you guys who don't know about boosting your post, it sounds a bit complex and you might be wondering what that is. So for those of you guys who don't understand that, it basically just means that you're boosting a particular kind of like content that you've already put on your page, right? So think it as like when you are on your profile, for example, and you haven't even created your fan page. Usually, when the people just write stuff on the profile, and it comes on their friend's newsfeed, let's say you put a picture of yourself being on holiday, and you posted that, right? So think of just the same post as that, but now on your fan page. Obviously, you're not going to post stuff of yourself, right? But obviously, there's something that's relevant towards your followers, unless you're building a personal brand. Um, Other than that, obviously, you're trying to put a content that's related to the niche that you're in. So obviously, once you do that and you created a post like that on your fan page, there's a little button on the right where you could boost that post, and now you could boost it from as low as I guess $1 a day to two, three, four, five, $10 a day, whatever you want. But obviously, the more you kind of put a budget towards it, the more it would kind of reach out to more and more people to see a post. So that's what I mean with boosting your post. I hope I clarified that part. And the fourth thing is build a page like campaign at $10 to $25 per day. Now this can be, you could do a lot much lower than that. I've myself done like campaigns of like $1 a day or something like that. So it really doesn't, this is not a numbers that you have to follow. But the reason why we kind of suggest this is that $5 to $10 to $25 a day is that you will kind of get to your threshold much more quicker, um, in much more faster time, right? And we'll get to the threshold and what threshold means in a bit. So please stay tuned, don't leave. There's a lot of nuggets, there's a lot of gems that I'm going to be throwing out, and I'm not going to be holding back at all because that's what this channel about. As much as I learn about Facebook ads, I'm going to come here on this channel and I'm going to be breaking things down as much as I can. And I hope I am delivering that, you know what I mean? And if I do, please don't forget, smash that like button for me. It would definitely help me out. And also comment down below of what you thought of this video. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. But let's continue right now to the kind of the fifth thing. What was it? Yeah, the fifth thing of the second stage, which was um, we boost post and run page likes to the page for about 14 to 20 days before even thinking about conversion, right? So what that means is when you're boosting and running a page like, you just want to tell Facebook, I'm a real business owner and I've got a product or service to sell that is legitimate. And, I'm not here to joke around, right? This is a real business. That's what you're telling Facebook. Facebook knows the difference between someone who kind of takes their time, because think about it, your fan page is gonna be it is basically your front uh, kind of like brand that people will come across, right? And because when you're running an ad campaign, for example, or a conversion campaign, and you are ready to start making money, start making sales, that point, when people see your ad, they will definitely go to your fan page because they want to see if it's real or not. And then the other thing they'll probably look at, most people, is obviously how many people following you, how many people like your post, is there content on your page. And the other thing that I've outlined earlier, which is the settings, like if people want to reach out and contact you, did you put automated email response on the system? So then when someone sends you an email, that way they get a quick response that you already kind of put it there, just automated and everything like that. These things matters, right? So, you know, trust me, this is a strategy that works. And trust me, I personally have a business manager right now that is running and is not restricted at this moment, and it's been around more than a year, going towards 2 years right now. A lot of people get their ad account and their business manager shut down. So this is someone that, I'm someone who is not just talking. I'm just letting you know right now, if you do not warm up and use the step-by-step process that I'm outlining right now, that that you'll be just wasting your time, right? So just continue to do what you do best is obviously just listen out and hear me out. And obviously, if you feel like there's something that I'm not saying anything, that I'm saying it wrong, basically, you can definitely call me out on that on the comment section. And I'm definitely open to hearing constructive, criticism from my followers, right? So I'm always open-minded like that. So let's get into it. So the sixth point over here is once you unlock your other four ad account, start the following. Now, I heard that recent, of course, the business managers, the new business managers, a lot of people, especially in the group that I put um, in at the moment, they said a new business managers as you create right now. Before we were able to get like five ad account. So one ad account is obviously once you create a business manager, then you try to once you do the warming up process, the one that I just showed you, and you start spending money and showing Facebook that you're a real business owner and stuff like that, then you have the potential to unlock other four ad accounts, which then obviously helps you out just in case those other ad accounts that you've been running ads on or whatever, if they, for example, get your if Facebook just restricts your account, which sometimes happens, which a lot of times actually happens, and it's not your fault, and it's to do with the bots or artificial intelligence. You have access to other ad accounts, right? But you just need to kind of warm up them up before you get into any trouble. So that's why they say once you are warming up one ad account, it's best to warm up other ad accounts as well as when you're unlocking them, right? So as you're unlocking them and the other ad accounts start warming those other accounts up, and the first one that you're warming up already, just keep warming them up, and then start running obviously a conversion campaign and just see how it goes from there. But if you run into any trouble, you have other ad accounts that are there already warmed up, and you can start right away doing conversion campaign right away where you don't have to start from warm up, doing the warm up process again. I hope it makes sense, but it definitely is something to kind of consider looking into more. Um, so then once you have the other four ad accounts unlocked, start posting 12 times to your Facebook page, and start boosting three times per day to each ad account, three times per day to each ad account. So you're boosting basically three times per day to each ad account. Three times per day to each ad account equals 12 Facebook posts. Uh, Includes the other four, right? So um, basically, what I mean by here is just that once you unlock those other four ad accounts, just start posting, 12 times to your Facebook page or even more. Try to, at the beginning, try to post as much content as you can on the Facebook page and start boosting your posts as usual. And yeah, so then the second thing is do this until each ad account gets 30 to 50 engagement campaigns inside ad account. Now, the more engagement you get, the better it is because Facebook is all about think about from Facebook eyes. That's why I believe anything that you see do, think about that person type of view. Whether when you're selling product, think about the end consumer. What would they think about this product? How would they see this ad? Would it come across salesy or does it come across someone that is trying to solve a problem, a solution to the problem, right? So these things is something that you should really look at and always consider yourself that, all the time that if I'm going to be going into this, um, how does Facebook would react to this? Now, Facebook is a platform where they love their members to engage with each other, as well as when you're creating a fan page, they want you to you try to obviously get your followers to engage with your fan page. They don't just want your fan pages to be out there. They want that engagement. They want people to stay on the platform. They want people to like your post, comment on your post, and stuff like that, right? So get as most engagement as you can that will build trust. You build trust with Facebook, and that would help you in the long term. Then the third thing is keep going until your threshold is $125. This is the number that we normally recommend to other people, especially for newbies. Just newbies, actually, but anyone. Um, just minimum the threshold of your Facebook on your ad account. It should be no less than the triple digit, right? So 100 and above. I've run a conversion campaign where my threshold was $100. So definitely very important. Now, what does threshold mean for those people that don't know what threshold mean? Is basically Facebook lends you basically each time they bill you, they don't charge you right away. They make sure that you run the ad, and then the ad is running. You can see the engagement, you can see the likes on your fan page, and then they will bill you after that. And then each time they bill you, your threshold goes up. So that means the more they bill you, the higher the threshold will go up. So it starts from $5, then they bill you, then it goes 25, then it goes to 35, 50. People are different. Sometimes it goes, some people it goes 25, then it goes to 50, then to 75, then 100. My one's slightly different. And it should cost around $300 in the warming up budget per ad account, right? It could cost you a bit more sometimes, depending on the threshold of Facebook channel. It depends on the trust that you have gained with Facebook, because sometimes the threshold might not just go up like as others, maybe because you missed the payment, so they still want to know if they could trust you with that, basically. So, and the other thing is that we have um, yeah, an ongoing warming process as well. Once you go live with your conversion ads, your warming does not stop. So that means your boosting post, your like campaign should continue when you're doing a conversion campaign. A lot of people, when they start, um, they do the boost, they do the like, and then suddenly jump on conversion campaign, and they forget about the basic warming process that got them there. So keep that going, so you keep that trust with Facebook. You're like, hey, listen, I'm a real business owner, um, and I've got this fan page that I want people to come to like and get engaged on this fan page. So that's why you're doing the live campaign. That's why you're doing a boosting post. So you want people to come to your fan page so they can get to know more about your product and services, right? That's what you're trying to show Facebook. Second thing is we turn down the budget and slow things down a little bit. Obviously, you don't have to be spending as much as before. So now, if you were boosting posts like $5 a day, you were doing a like campaign for $10 a day. You were only most of the time the reason why we were doing that is because we wanted to get to that threshold. Now we've got to that threshold, and now we're doing conversion campaign. We don't necessarily have to have the same budget that we were spending before with the like campaign and the conversion campaign. So that's also very important. And so what does it say? Yeah, so we turn the budget down and slow things down a bit. Our page like ad goes from $25 per day down to $5 per day. As I told you before, we keep doing it 1 to 3 boosted posts on each ad account, $3 per day. Um, and then we still kind of log into the profile daily and share posts and make posts on the actual profile. Um, you know, that is also very, very important, guys. So I hope you have taken a lot from this process, a lot from this Facebook ad um, strategy, the best strategy that I would say in 2021. and beyond. But obviously, if things are changing with Facebook, which is why I'm always coming on this platform, on this YouTube channel, to kind of like talk about the changes that are happening, and hopefully, giving you the most informed um, information out there so you can take it and crush it, right? So please, if you have obviously gained a lot of value from this video, don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and join the family. I'm growing this channel, so it'll be amazing to see those people who obviously started when this channel is really nothing right at this moment, but it's gonna turn into a lot of subscribers hopefully very, very soon. So definitely come and join the family, guys. And I definitely want to say one more thing, which is I appreciate if you have stayed all the way to the end and you have given me your valuable time. It shows me that you're a dedicated student that wants to learn more, and I applaud you for that. Keep going, and I hope you keep crushing and keep chasing after your dreams. Don't stop. Uh, if other people have become successful in this field, in marketing and all that, then definitely you could do the same. Until then, I'll catch you guys in the next video, and I hope you stay safe and yeah, keep crushing. Take care, guys. All the best.